talk about this season finale? Let's get into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Malaika, and if you're not new here, thanks for coming back. There was no way that I was going to be able to not talk about the season finale. So first, let's talk about Lawrence getting this job out in the Bay, and Issa already talking about, I'm willing to move. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it's a little soon to be making those kinds of plans. Let's talk about Molly's work party. Someone comes up to Molly and Andrew and they're just like, yo, y'all trying to pull up to this after party? And Molly starts saying yes, Andrew starts saying no. It's kind of awkward. I feel like I'm someone who, when I'm ready to go home, I'm ready to go home. And so Molly likes to take. And Andrew wants to show, like, Andrew was really committed to kind of really showing that, like, he was in it. And now we're starting to see that he's kind of over it. He's kind of over always, you know, giving Molly what she wants, giving into what she's asking for, and it not being reciprocated. My hair was looking crazy. Do we look good now? Yes, she do. So the episode now moves to Nathan and Issa, and you know, Issa's like, yeah, I'm with Lawrence. I understand if you don't want to be friends anymore, it's cool. Nathan's just like, nah, I'm good, like, you good energy, whatever. I'm all for staying friends, like, as long as you clearly communicate your boundaries and what you expect from that relationship. And if you genuinely care about the other person, like, I feel like you can make a friendship work. It's not worth losing the friendship just because we are not destined for each other romantically. And that's my opinion on that. All right, boom. So now Molly and Andrew are back at Molly's apartment after the work party. Andrew's trying to watch this show and Molly's just like, you know what, I'm trying to take a nap. And he's just like, all right, I won't give away spoilers. And she's just like, nah, you better not watch it without me. And obviously, rightfully so, Andrew's irritated. It's like, everything is always on your time. Molly is in a world where she wants everything to revolve around her. And listen, honey, that just don't happen. Throughout this season, there were times where Molly would do things and you could just tell Andrew was not on the same page as her. I want you to sit down with yourself or with your homies, whoever you're watching this video with, and think, are you a Molly? Are you a Molly? Seriously, think about that. There are so many people who don't even realize that they are Molly-esque. Therapy isn't going to solve everything. I had the hope that after Molly went to therapy, that she would be able to see where she had gone wrong and be able to start working on it. And Molly has shown us that it doesn't matter who you talk to, how much money you spend on therapy, if you go on a spiritual journey retreat in Turks and Caicos, you have to do the work to heal yourself. And if you don't, nothing is going to change. And I really hope that at some point she's able to come out of this like tunnel vision that she has of what is important. So while Molly and Andrew are having this conversation, Molly gets the call about Tiffany being missing. And what I really love about this show is how they bring in issues that Black women face all the time and weave it into the storyline in such an authentic way. Postpartum depression, very real. Just pulling up some facts. So about 70 to 80% of women will experience some level of, you know, baby blues. 10 to 20% of new mothers will experience severe clinical postpartum depression. We don't talk about this ever, so I'm so thankful that the writers of this show really incorporated this. You know, Tiffany tries to be this, you know, perfect whatever, and I think that's part of the reason why she felt like she couldn't talk to Derek about what she was going through. So it was such a beautiful moment when they're at the hotel and she opens the door, and that hug, when I tell you I felt the love that was in that hug, that was acting. Just like Amanda Seales said, she was acting a beautiful, beautiful moment. So let that be something be thinking about when you are considering a partner, you know, picking the father of your child. Make sure you're with someone who is going to support you. What Tiffany was going through is not something that you want to be dealing with just anybody. You want it to be with someone who's going to really care for you. We're gonna backtrack a little bit in the episode, skip the whole middle part of them actually finding Tiffany. But when they were all congregating at the house, and I think it was Tiffany's mom was talking about, oh, I saw catfish in my dream. You know what that means. First of all, I ain't never heard that. I never heard that before. I'm Nigerian American, so I definitely do understand what it means when an elder has a dream. Oh my gosh. I remember there was this one time my aunt called me first thing in the morning. She's like, Malika, I had a dream last night. I had a dream that you were pregnant. I was like, girl, what? And dream something else. We not doing that out here. I rebuke it in Jesus' name. It is not my time. You hear me? So now that they have found Tiffany, Molly and Andrew start talking again. And oof, they are really, really thinking about, is this really what we want to do? Like, Andrew is really asking the hard questions. Like, do you really want to be in this relationship? I personally think that Molly just don't really care who she's in a relationship with. I think she just wants to be in a relationship, or wants to be able to say she's in a relationship. She doesn't necessarily want to do the work that it takes to be in that relationship. She's never willing to concede. She's never willing to make sacrifices. She wants to take. So I'm not mad. I am mad that they're not together, or are they together? I don't know. It seemed like they broke up, so I'm gonna just go with that. Good for you, Andrew. I respect you. We all know what happens towards the end of this episode. Yo, they did not come to play. This is what a season finale is about. Tell me why Lawrence had the audacity to come and now tell Issa Condoleezza is having a baby. Oh, sorry, Condola. Yo, when I tell you I was shook to the core. Why the writers do us like this? Like, why'd you make us fall in love with Lawrence and Issa together? Just for you to pull this shit. Like, nobody cared for Condola. So the fact that there is now a baby in the picture, Lawrence getting this job up in San Francisco, Issa considering moving with him, if I were Issa, all right, this is what I tell you. Listen up. If I were Issa, deuces. Are you kidding me? There are too many fine-ass men in this world for me to be messing around with someone who got a baby on the way. No. I love myself. So canola oil tells Lawrence, you know, I don't want you to feel pressure to be involved. I don't want you to feel trapped. Now, that's great. I can't even say that I would imagine I would do the same thing, because I wouldn't. We're not here to talk about me. Lawrence would be kind of trash if he was not involved in this baby's life. Like, I understand she gave you an out, but you, as an active participant in the creation of this baby, now have a responsibility to that child. I'm be real disappointed if Lawrence is just like, all right, cool. But then now that poses an issue for his relationship with Issa, because Issa not trying to be no stepmom, and shoot, I wouldn't want to be no stepmom either. So I say, cut your losses, go find you a new man. All right, so in the final scene, we see Issa and Molly at this cute little Ethiopian restaurant. I think Molly only reached out because she no longer has Andrew. And that's really unfortunate, because it's not friend or partner. There is a way to have a healthy balance. And if you can't manage that balance, you need to figure out what it is that's causing that jaga mess up. I just never understood when babes got a boyfriend and then forget about their friends. I never understood it, like, at all. So I'm very interested in seeing what the next season has in store, how Molly and Issa's relationship plays out, It's really up in the air. What would I do if I were in this situation? I can't even say, because there's so much history and so much love for that person, but at the same time, you just can't keep disrespecting me. It does not work like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. But there gets to be a point where you're just like, enough is enough. With that being said, let me know what you thought of this final episode. Like, there was just so much happening and I want to know what everyone was thinking. Let me know down below what you thought of this episode, what you thought of this season, and what you hope to see next season. Do you want Issa and Molly to stay friends? And what do we think is going to happen with Issa and Nathan now that Lauren's got a baby coming his way? Let's get into that. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share with all your friends. Tell everyone that they need to catch up on Insecure. They need to catch up before the next season so that we can all be in this together. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, ciao.